This is Governor Brian Kemp.
And I'm First Lady Marty Kemp. In honor of Catfish, I lost my voice cheering for the Dogs at the SEC Championship.
There is truly no one more worthy of the Oglethorpe Award than the late, great Kevin Catfish Jackson. When James Oglethorpe founded our state, he did so on a foundation of opportunity and mutual respect for all, ideals Catfish carried on to this day. From his time at UGA to his decades of work in Savannah and the surrounding region, Catfish worked to uplift those around him and our entire state. Savannah and Georgia were served well with him as our advocate, and he has left an example we should all strive to emulate. Thank you to the Savannah Area Chamber of Commerce for making this recognition possible, and for all you do to carry on the legacy of Kevin Catfish Jackson. Enjoy the meeting. God bless, and go Dogs!
Kevin Catfish Jackson. What a man, what a person, what an ambassador. Was a great player here at Georgia. He's been a great dear friend to me and my family and to Coach Cavan. He meant so much as a Dog and a former player, but he meant even more to the Savannah community, and he's given so much back. I can't think of anyone more deserving of the Oglethorpe Award than my man Catfish. Thank you to the Savannah Area Chamber of Commerce for honoring this damn good dog. Thank you, and go Dogs.
There's not enough time in the day to really talk about how great Catfish was, not only as a person, but as a true friend to a lot of people. I often think of just how dedicated he was, not only to his family, but also to his friends. A very, very loyal friend. Always there for no matter the good times, the bad times. He was always by your side. He had a saying in his voicemail that I always think about when I'm thinking about Catfish. He'd say, "Be your brother's keeper." And that's exactly how he lived his life with his friends. He was always brother's keeper. And I'll tell you, the love that he had for his family, the support for Libby, the kids, the grandkids, it was inspiring. It was great to watch, and it was great to be a part of the times that we were all together.
Kevin and I traveled the world together, and I got to see what an amazing person he was. I got to see what a caring individual he was. He always looking out for everybody around him. But I also got to see how Kevin won practically every situation he was in. And it's amazing that whether we were in China meeting with a company or whether he is negotiating for pearls in a pearl market, Kevin was all in on the situation and was absolutely going to win.
And it was always fun to hear Catfish stories about when he played football with Herschel Walker under Coach Dooley. He was a three-year letterman, played on the 1980 championship team with Herschel, and we had a lot of fun times hearing about it.
You could get him in a room, and if it was somebody he did not know, within a matter of minutes, they would think they were Catfish's best friend. And that was probably one of the most unique traits he had, of just bringing people together, making you feel included, making you feel special. And he did that with, people from all walks of life.
Catfish made everybody feel like he cared, that he truly loved them and was concerned about their well-being, concerned about their success. I think from a business perspective, while I was very fortunate to have him serve on our board of the Georgia Ports Authority, Kevin was one of the best mentors a young person could have. He didn't ever stop. That's certainly one thing about Catfish, is that his motor ran hard, it ran fast, and it ran constant. He did sleep, but it didn't seem like he slept very much. But he never gave up on a job. He never gave up on a person. And I think that that's really the gift that he had, that he shared with countless individuals in our community and beyond, that he, like I said, he cared sincerely, and he valued the opportunity to serve as a mentor, to be a real leader as a person, a leader in business for people.
He never stopped from the time his eyes opened, literally, until he passed out. He was moving and shaking and doing everything he could to just make the world a better place. Every day.
He was always supportive, not just of me, but just of others. And he did so much I saw for so many people. He was always thinking about the other person. And he never asked for anything back, which was so special and unique. Catfish was an innovator. He grew a 4-person company into a 1,000-person firm quickly. And he loved everybody that he worked with. He was probably one of the best business development guys I've ever met. Being appointed by the governor to the Georgia Department, the Natural Resource Board, the Lottery Board, the Georgia Ports Board. He was chairman of CETA. He was appointed to GDEC. So he had a huge impact, not just on this region, but our state.
No was not a word that he would use, or impossible, not a thing. If he could think it, if he could dream it, he was one that believed that the answer existed in the community of people that he had already come in contact with. And it was just a matter of connecting the dots to accomplish the goal. And he did it daily, because that's all he wanted to do, make positive changes. So whenever he would contact, or he would come in contact with anyone that had the same drive, the same heart, the same desire to be an agent of change, positive change, he was in. It was like, shake hands, seal the deal, we're in this. What are we gonna do next?
All right, so in my opinion, it's the intangible gifts that's gonna be his longest lasting legacy. Some of those life lessons are you before me. Give generously. Attitude is everything. The only way to live fully is to live fearlessly. And always find something positive and important about every individual you meet and celebrate it.
When I told him that our daughter was sick, he probably got more upset than most anybody I had the same conversation with. And he would check in on me and on Kendall and Eleanor on an almost daily basis. And he was adamant about getting people to reach out to her to make Eleanor feel better, whether that was Coach Smart, whether that was Lad McConkey FaceTiming her in the hospital the day after her surgery, whether it was getting Eleanor on the sidelines to meet the players at Georgia and then having her up to sit with him in their seats in the stadium. He deeply, deeply cared about making sure that she had the encouragement that she needed to fight, and he was 100% fighting with her. And fortunately, she's doing very well, and I really think that a lot of the reasons that she had as successful of a year as she did in fighting cancer was because Kevin made sure that she had as many things going in her favor as possible.
Kevin's kindness for those around him was bigger than his personality. His loyalty to his family, his loyalty to his community, his loyalty to his friends was something that is really unmatched, and I think is the thing that I miss the most. The memories are giant and they're special, but I think the way he has changed people's lives across Savannah, across the state, and I've seen it across the country, that's what is, I think, we're all going to miss the most, and why he is so deserving of this honor.
I'm just very thankful to be a part of this, and I think it makes a tremendous amount of sense for the Savannah Area Chamber to give him the Oglethorpe Award.
So I can't think of anyone more deserving of this award than Catfish. And it's really because of everything he did for this community, successful in business, a lot of volunteer organizations, whether that was on the CETA board, Georgia Ports Authority board, all the volunteer groups that he helped fundraise for in town. And my only regret is I wish he could be here today to receive this in person versus receiving it posthumously, because he would have us all in stitches tonight just being up here on stage receiving the award.
Kevin Jackson Sr. lives forever. He lives in every heart that he ever touched. They will carry him with them for the rest of their lives. Every day. Every kind word, every act of kindness, every smile. I think of him because that's all he ever was. The good guy. The one we wish we could still keep.